Chapter 296. Sweet little angels Lila. Even if Sun Jiaoyang was abroad, she had never stopped missing Li Mo for even a moment. After all, this was the young man she liked so much. He was the first love she liked and pursued with all her might. In this relationship, Sun Jiaoyang had indeed given more than Li Mo. Moreover, she also believed that the one who fell in love first must be the loser. Even if she was bright and moving and smiled brightly at Li Mo, she was generous and confident in front of others. But in this relationship, she had an inferiority complex. And Li Mo was also in love for the first time. He was also a novice. There were also many things that were not handled well in relationships. In the end, Li Mo was still too young, but he couldn't deny his sincerity in dating Sun Jiaoyang at that time. When Sun Jiaoyang was pursuing Li Mo, she thought that as long as he could fall in love with her, she wouldn't care about anything else. But a little girl, or a young lady who had been pampered since she was young, even if she might always be so rational and not ask for anything in return? After Sun Jiaoyang got it, she became more and more greedy. She became more and more dissatisfied. She began to care about her gains and losses in this relationship. At the same time, her heart became more and more uncomfortable. Sun Jiaoyang was a dignified young lady. In order to not only put down her airs, she did many things that she would never do. She had gone through a lot of trouble to move him. Before Li Mo accepted her, Sun Jiaoyang was willing to endure it, and thought it was sweet. But after becoming Li Mo's girlfriend, Sun Jiaoyang felt that she was not worth it. Which boyfriend didn't hold his girlfriend in the palm of his hand? Why was Li Mo not warm enough to her? Not to mention that there were many girls who couldn't compare to her at all. Why didn't she receive this treatment? Sun Jiaoyang wanted Li Mo to regret. He wanted to let Li Mo know that he could live without him. Moreover, her childhood sweetheart, who was plotting against her, was sowing discord between them. In a fit of anger, Sun Jiaoyang impulsively told Li Mo that she wanted to break up with him and go abroad. In fact, after going abroad, Sun Jiaoyang's mind calmed down and she regretted it. However, for the sake of her pride, she couldn't bring herself to go back to China to look for Li Mo. Sun Jiaoyang thought that as long as Li Mo chased after her, she would go back with him. However, she waited and waited, but Li Mo still did not come. This made Sun Jiaoyang disheartened. In her heart, she had truly broken up with Li Mo. She would still try to get in touch with other boys. After Li Mo, Sun Jiaoyang also dated a few other men. They were all good-looking and capable. However, Sun Jiaoyang realized that she could never forget Li Mo. Until she received a phone call from Xiaofan. This gave Sun Jiaoyang an excuse to return to China. Because of this phone call, Sun Jiaoyang returned to China 5 years earlier than the plot. After Xiaofan put down the phone, she let out a deep sigh at the dark night outside the window. She didn't know whether what she did was right or wrong. However, she knew very well that she didn't want to watch Li Mo and Lin Wanting be together. In particular, Li Mo and she were getting closer and closer, and the two of them were even engaged. When Xiaofan saw the rings on Li Mo and Lin Wanting's hands, she couldn't help but investigate them. After knowing the existence of Sun Jiaoyang, she immediately took action. Speaking of which, Xiaofan knew Sun Jiaoyang. After all, they were both rich young ladies in the same circle. However, they were often compared with each other. In fact, they didn't really get along. However, the enemy of my enemy is my friend now. There was still a long time before the holiday. After Li Mo and 001 got engaged, they were forbidden to contact each other for a period of time. Seeing Li Mo's fierce attitude at the engagement party, Father Lin and Mother Lin were worried that he would do something out of line after the engagement. Lin Wanting was still young. Moreover, they were still studying. It would be bad if anything happened at this time. After all, 001 had become his fiancé. Li Mo didn't want to offend his father-in-law too much. Even if they couldn't see each other, Li Mo and 001 could still call each other and video call each other. At the beginning, Li Mo was really happy. He just wanted to watch 001 to relieve his longing and see if she was okay. Li Mo would video call 001 every night and whisper his love words to her, which made him very happy. However, in the end, it was a little different. Because one day, when 001 just came out of the shower to video call Li Mo, the water drops on her body were not dry, and her night dress hung loosely on her body. Not only was she exposed, but she was also wet and seductive. This made Li Mo, who was peeping on the other side of the video, feel very excited. Liemo couldn't help but think back to that time in the school dormitory. He almost had a nosebleed again. This made Liemo's breathing become rapid, and his body couldn't help but have a reaction. Looking at 001 in the video, Liemo quietly put his hands under his body, and his face became redder and redder. Liemo's eyes became misty, and he almost couldn't help moaning. "Baby, take off your clothes, okay?" Liemo coaxed 001. Even the young man, who was like an ink and wash painting, was no different from other men at this time. 001 looked at Liemo carefully in the video. According to the data she had scanned, she naturally knew what Liemo was doing. But since she was his fiancée, 001 felt that she had the obligation to help him in this regard. Therefore, she took off her clothes in front of Liemo in the video and followed his instructions. Although he couldn't actually touch 001, it was also interesting, which made Liemo very excited both mentally and physically. Until Liemo stopped panting, he couldn't wait to hug 001 and kiss her hard, but she was on the other side of the video. Liemo reached out his hand and touched the screen of his mobile phone reluctantly, as if he was touching 001. He still had feelings left in him, and his lustful eyes stared deeply at 001. Even his words seemed to have a burning passion. "Baby, I love you." Liemo lowered his head and kissed the figure of 001 on the mobile phone, but his words were so sincere. Even if 001 didn't understand feelings, she couldn't help but feel a little shocked at this time. However, at this time, Liemo's ears were red, and his eyes were a little evasive. "Wan, put on your clothes. Don't catch a cold." It was very difficult for Liemo to say this sentence. This time, his shyness was obvious. Liemo didn't expect that he would be so bold. It seemed that men were really lustful. Ever since that time, things like this had happened frequently, allowing Liemo to quench his thirst for 001. Until Father Lin and Mother Lin stopping him, Liemo immediately took 001 to the beach to play. At this time, Sun Jiaoyang also returned to China, and she went directly to Liemo's residence. All the things to play on the beach were prepared by Liemo, including 001's swimsuit. When 001 came out, Liemo looked very calm. He took her hand and walked forward. Although he had seen what he should and shouldn't have seen, it didn't mean that 001's appearance was not attractive to him. In fact, Liemo just pretended to be calm on the surface. He held 001's wrist with blue veins. He had to endure it. Lin Wanting was usually very safe, but sometimes she seemed to be brainless. Especially when Liemo thought that Lin Wanting ran out and was seen by others like this, he felt very uncomfortable. Therefore, Liemo hugged Lin Wanting tightly without thinking. He wanted to hide her tightly in his arms and not let others see anything. Liemo's heart was beating fast. Especially when he saw Lin Wanting's innocent and unrepentant look, he was about to go crazy. Liemo grasped Lin Wanting's hand tightly. He stared at her fiercely as if he was going to eat her. To be honest, 001 was really frightened by Liemo's fierce look, so he had never been like this before. The handsome and cold young man seemed to have suddenly turned into a hungry wolf. Of course 001 was not afraid. She was confident that even if Liemo really turned into a wolf, he would not be eaten by him. Therefore, 001 was still very calm and said, "Liemo, let me go." Something happened outside. 001 just calmly described the fact to Liemo, without any emotion. Liemo was so angry with 001 that his eyes were red and he couldn't help sneering. "Lin Wanting, you've succeeded in driving me crazy. You win." Just when 001 felt that it was inexplicable, Liemo fiercely sealed her mouth after saying this. Liemo said that a long period of suppressed desire and anger had created this passionate and ferocious kiss. His technique was indeed lacking. His skill was indeed not good enough, but passion was enough to make up for it. He rashly rushed into 001's mouth, curled his tongue around her little tongue, and made loud kissing sounds. This sound stimulated Liemo's inner desire more and more, making his body more and more hot. The intention of venting at the beginning had changed. Liemo became more and more addicted. He couldn't help hugging 001 tightly, and constantly adjusted his posture and angle to make it more convenient for him to kiss. Chapter 297. Even though Error had been comforting her, 001 already had a bad premonition. But 001 already had a very bad premonition. But now, before they could even break up, they were going to break up the engagement. Even though Error said that the engagement on Earth did not have the effect of a vow on planet Araga and was very childish, although Tutu said that the marriage on Earth did not have the effect of vows on Araga, it was very childish. But now, in the face of this kind of relationship task, 001 was really a novice. She could only take it one step at a time. However, in the face of this kind of relationship mission, 001 was really a novice. She could only take it one step at a time. He looked at her as if he was looking at a treasure. He looked at her as if he was looking at a treasure. To Li Mo, the person in his arms was his treasure. He wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. Father Lin's mother Lin had just accepted Li Mo as Lin Wanting's boyfriend. But now, he immediately asked to get engaged to their daughter. Lin Fu, mother Lin. Although they were very happy that Li Mo was serious about their daughter, they still thought that it was too fast. Marriage was not a child's play. If it weren't for the fact that they weren't even at the age of marriage, Li Mo would have wanted to directly get their marriage certificate with 001. Fortunately, 001 didn't know Li Mo's true thoughts, otherwise, she would really be scared to death by him. However, even so, 001 is now in a fog. However, Li Mo was very determined, his attitude was very sincere, and his daughter did not object. For the time being, there was nothing wrong with Li Mo. Father Lin's mother Lin was worried that they were young and unstable. They didn't understand what marriage was. They were also worried that Li Mo would change in the future and not be good for their daughter. However, fortunately, it was only an engagement. There was still a buffer period for them to take a closer look at Li Mo. If it really didn't work out, it wasn't a big deal to cancel the engagement. It wouldn't have a big impact on his daughter. Family Lin used the excuse that Li Mo and Lin Wanting were young and still students as an excuse, so the engagement ceremony wasn't a big event. The two families just sat together and had a simple meal. Family Lin's parents loved their daughter, and both Li Mo and his parents understood that. They understood that the real test would come after the engagement. If they could get married, Family Lin's parents would definitely hold a big party. Anyway, 001 didn't understand any of this at all, and she didn't have any objections. Everything was left to them. There was only one thing that 001 personally participated in, which was to choose an engagement ring with Li Mo. Which one do you like? Li Mo and 001 intertwined their fingers. He hugged her and leaned against the jewelry counter. He turned his head and asked 001 gently. For her, it was really just a ceremony. 001 clearly understood the meaning of this ceremony, but she couldn't feel emotions. However, when 001 put the ring on him, Li Mo couldn't help holding his breath. His eyes fell on 001 and stared at her without blinking. His heart couldn't help but tremble for the girl in front of him. The rings they wore on each other's hands were like a rope that tied their hearts together. Such an inseparable relationship made Li Mo's heart tremble for a while, but his whole body was filled with joy that couldn't be ignored. After 001 put the ring on his finger, Li Mo couldn't restrain himself anymore. He took a step forward, held 001's face, and began to kiss her passionately. Li Mo's behavior was beyond everyone's expectation. He actually kissed 001 in front of the parents of the two families. 001's eyes widened in disbelief, but Li Mo took the opportunity to curl her little tongue and suck it. Father Lin couldn't help getting up and wanting to kill this little bastard who took advantage of his daughter in front of him. It was Mother Lin who held him down and asked him to calm down. After all, now Li Mo was his daughter's legitimate fiancé. As the father-in-law, he couldn't go too far. However, Mother Li covered her mouth and began to snicker. She and Father Li looked at each other and praised their son in their hearts. Son Jiaoyang, who was far away abroad, received a phone call at this time. Since Li Mo didn't have a girlfriend now, and they were in the same university, did it mean that her chance had come? Lin Wanting still liked Li Mo silently as before in high school, watching him suffer and torture himself for son Jiaoyang. Lin Wanting silently guarded Li Mo. After graduation, she specially worked in his company. Almost everyone could see that Lin Wanting liked Li Mo, but she had never confessed to Li Mo. If she didn't say it herself, others wouldn't deliberately embarrass her. Such a gentle and introverted girl, everyone had a good impression of her. Perhaps Li Mo later understood Lin Wanting's feelings, but he didn't say it. He just silently alienated Lin Wanting. Lin Wanting was a smart girl. She should be able to understand Li Mo's meaning. Lin Wanting didn't say this kind of thing clearly. If she really made it clear, both sides would be embarrassed. After Sun Jiaoyang left, Lin Wanting stayed with Li Mo for 6 years, always as a close friend. Later, when Sun Jiaoyang returned to China, she and Li Mo rekindled their old love. This made Lin Wanting very painful, but seeing Li Mo happy, she also blessed them, and then left alone, regretting it for the rest of her life. You've said so much, what's the problem? 001 asked in confusion. Error. I knew you didn't understand. The person with the problem in this world is Lin Wanting. I quit. Why? Error. Although it's a good habit to ask questions when you don't understand, you really have too many questions. Error gritted his teeth and said to 001. Then he answered 001's question. No, it should be the solitary roar of a woman on earth. Idiot, 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 I'm a big F** king idiot. Hearing this, 001 and Error were stunned. It should be known that Ms. Lin Wanting came from a scholarly family. It was not an exaggeration to say that she was a lady from a respectable family. Looking at 001's quiet appearance, Error swallowed and said, perhaps this is what it means to not die in silence, but to break out in silence. After hearing Error say this, 001 immediately looked at it with admiration. Error, you're amazing. You've just come to Earth, but you already know so much. Error raised his tail and said, it's nothing, I just happen to be a little smarter than you. 001 nodded. She had no objection to this. Then the beautiful woman in the video continued to stomp her feet. Her ferocious face destroyed her tranquil scholarly aura. Li Mo didn't flirt with me, nor did he give me the wrong hint. On the contrary, he really didn't give me a chance at all. Of course, he is not a scumbag. I have no problem with him, even my rival in love, Sun Jiaoyang. I just hate myself for not being able to meet my expectations. Would it kill you to F*** tell him your feelings for him openly? Obviously, you met Li Mo first and fell in love with him first. But you didn't dare to say it, so others dared to say it. You just watched them show off their love all day long. Well, they finally broke up. I didn't expect that I was such a coward. I just stayed quietly by the side of the person I liked for 6 years, and then watched them reunite and fall in love again. I really didn't use any strength to win him over. Even if you are a guardian, you should at least do something for Li Mo. In the end, I really did nothing but like him. Otherwise, even if she didn't say that she liked him, she had done so much for Li Mo in secret for 6 years. How could he not be touched? If she confessed at this time, even if he didn't like her, he would be willing to date her and try to go out with her. In the end, she really didn't seize the chance at all. In this case, how could she have the face to regret it for the rest of her life? It was clear that she didn't try her best. Otherwise, if she tried her best to love someone, it would be a beautiful memory when she was old, not a regret. Moreover, Lin Wanting didn't expect that she would regret it for the rest of her life. If she really liked Li Mo so much, it would have been good if she had tried her best to get him when she was young. In short, Lin Wanting didn't want to face herself as a fool, so she quit, and then the world went out of control. 001 felt that Lin Wanting's dirty words and harsh voice were too ugly. She was such a beautiful person. Ma'am, everyone has a different way of liking someone. You shouldn't insult yourself like that. Although I don't understand feelings, I also know that Ms. Lin's self-control and waiting for you when she was young was very beautiful. No matter, you don't have to say more. In short, I seem to have activated some kind of mechanism, and I can no longer go back to the good old days. After that, Lin Wanting disappeared, leaving 001 and Error looking at each other. What should we do, Error? Do you still remember our mission? Since she quit, then you have to replace her to maintain the plot of this world. At this time, 001 remembered the real reason why they came to Earth. It turned out that this was the mission. Do you understand? 2 asked 001 seriously. 001 nodded solemnly, took over the mission like in the past, and gave the highest etiquette of a raga. I understand. I will complete it. Yes, we are just doing what Lin Wanting wants. This should not be difficult. Both 001 and its companion vessel were very confident in themselves. After all, They had completed every mission on planet Araga with the best results. At this time, it is already the summer after Lin Wanting and the others graduated from high school. Sun Jiaoyang has already gone abroad. Huh. 001 was surprised. It seems that Ms. Lin just feels that the 6 years after that is unbearable to look back. You are really good. You actually used an idiom correctly. Eris praise made 001 proud. This is nothing. I can't be proud. I still need to work hard. I have detected that there is a mission that Ms. Lin should do tonight. It is time for us to move out. What is it? 001 asked curiously. It's Ms. Lin. She should have found Li Mo's whereabouts tonight. She followed him all the way to the bar and watched him from a distance. Are you saying that Ms. Lin followed a man and watched him for the whole night? For some reason, 001 his tone became a little subtle. Not all night. After Li Mo went home after drinking, Ms. Lin watched him go home and left. It turns out that the females on Earth are also so powerful. 001 couldn't help but murmur. She thought of a fugitive she had chased on planet Araga. She had followed several men and then killed them. Those men hid in the corner and cried. Later, when he caught the criminal, they walked out of the shadow. However, later on, they liked to come to see her every time. They said that looking at her made them feel at ease. 001 didn't understand at all. 001 felt that Ms. Lin had a lot of criminal potential. No wonder she later became like the one in the video. However, just like what Tutu said, it was just following a man, watching him and then sending him home. Such a task was indeed a piece of cake for 001. Therefore, 001 and Error set off for the bar confidently. At this time, Li Mo had already arrived at the bar. They could only start from the back of the plot. On the edge of the bar sat a male. He was between a boy and a man on Earth. Chapter 298. Li Mo grabbed Lin Wanting's hand tightly. His eyes glared at him fiercely. He looked like he was going to eat someone. To be honest, 001 was really frightened by Li Mo's fierce appearance. So he had never been like this before. The handsome and cold young man seemed to have suddenly turned into a hungry wolf. Of course, 001 was not afraid. She was confident that even if Li Mo really turned into a wolf, she would not be eaten by him. Therefore, 001 was still very calm and said, Li Mo, let go of me. Something happened outside. Therefore, 001 said calmly, Li Mo, let me go. Something happened outside. 001 just calmly narrated this fact to Li Mo, without any emotion. His eyes were red, and he could not help but sneer. His eyes were bloodshot, and he couldn't help but sneer. You've successfully driven me crazy. You've won. Just as 001 was feeling baffled. After Li Mo said this, he fiercely sealed her mouth. As soon as Li Mo said this, he covered her mouth with his own. Li Mo said that the long period of suppression and anger had created this passionate and fierce kiss. His skills were indeed lacking, but passion was enough to make up for it. He rashly crashed into 001's mouth. He curled his tongue around hers forcefully and made a loud sound of "th" as he kissed her. This sound stimulated the desire in Li Mo's heart even more. It made his body become hotter and hotter. The intention of venting at the beginning had changed. Li Mo became more and more addicted. He could not help but hug 001 tightly. He kept adjusting his posture and angle, so that it would be more convenient for him to kiss. 001's eyes widened in disbelief. She had long been stunned. This human behavior was attributed to reproduction by 001. This meant that Li Mo wanted to have children with her. 001. She was finally shocked this time, and her and Error's dull and thick nerves also realized that the script in their hands did not seem to be right. Nonsense, they were playing a secret love. The mission target already wanted to have children with her. How could it be considered a secret love? Because of this, 001 was unable to move for a long time, allowing Li Mo to do whatever he wanted to her. Li Mo held 001's waist tightly with one hand and her neck with the other, pressing her against him. Li Mo's mouth wrapped around her pink lips, sucking and kissing them forcefully. His breathing became more and more rapid. After a long while, Li Mo reluctantly let go of 001 while panting. However, his lips couldn't help but linger on the corner of her lips, and he couldn't help but peck at it. Li Mo's eyes were still red from the passion from before, but he was suppressing it with all his might. Just like the surging desire in his body, it couldn't be quenched by a mere kiss. However, Li Mo's face was only flushed and his breath was hot. He still retained his consciousness. Li Mo's gaze softened when he saw that 001 was still in a daze. He rashly rushed into 001's mouth, curled his tongue around her little tongue, and made loud kissing sounds. This sound stimulated Li Mo's inner desire more and more, making his body become more and more hot. 001 had always kept the secret love handbook in mind and carried it out seriously. Xianghua. She couldn't believe it, and her eyes widened. Lin Wanting, who looked like a steamed bun, actually dared to do such a bold move. In particular, she dared to ruin her plan, which made Xianghua angry. Therefore, she raised her hand to the teacher and reported, "Teacher, Lin Wanting was absent-minded in class and wrote a note to a boy." If she hadn't said it, the teacher might have turned a blind eye, but since Xianghua had brought it up, he couldn't turn a blind eye. Li Mo didn't think so much at that time. He just didn't want Lin Wanting to have a demerit on her record. It was definitely a very heavy blow for a good student like her to have a stain on her resume. Besides, he didn't know what Xianghua was thinking. Although no one noticed her little action, the handwriting was her own. However, Xianghua had always been unscrupulous. Even if it was unreasonable, she could still make it sound reasonable. Li Mo wanted to take the note in Lin Wanting's hand and show the handwriting to others, which was obviously different from hers. However, 001 didn't realize the seriousness of the matter at all, but she also had a way to not embarrass Lin Wanting. 001 was about to destroy it, but Li Mo reached out to her, and she instinctively wanted to avoid it. Therefore, Li Mo's hand accidentally touched Lin Wanting. She was wearing a skirt, so there was no barrier between his hand and her skin. Li Mo. His mind was full of the situation just now. His body was stiff, his face was smoking, and he was completely stunned. Moreover, because Li Mo was too shocked, he didn't move his hand away. It wasn't until Li Mo felt the smooth and soft skin in his palm that Li Mo's heart thumped as if it was about to jump out. Li Mo also admired himself. The teacher was waiting for them on the podium, but he still had the time to think about it. The main thing was that he actually had the face to let his imagination run wild in front of Lin Wanting. As soon as she saw that the person on the screen was Li Mo, she clicked on it casually. "Li Mo, what's the matter?" Lin Wanting's voice was as soft and gentle as ever, which made Li Mo's ears move slightly. He had to admit that when he was waiting for Lin Wanting's phone call, he was unconsciously nervous. He hadn't had a video call with Lin Wanting yet. This perspective was very strange, but Lin Wanting's voice eased this feeling very well. Li Mo suppressed his tumbling emotions and told her what Mama Li had told him. This made the smile on 001's face widen. She said in surprise, "That's great. Thank Auntie for me." Hearing Lin Wanting's words and looking at her expression, Li Mo's lips unconsciously showed a smile. Therefore, his words became softer. "Wait a minute. I still have some here. I'll show them to you. Which flavor do you like?" When Li Mo left, 001 took off his clothes and began to change into pajamas. When 001 came in front of him, Li Mo's face had returned to normal. Are you okay?" Li Mo looked at Lin Wanting with a complicated expression. He couldn't help it. It was always indescribable. What Li Mo wanted to say to 001 was another thing, but when Lin Wanting stood in front of him, looking at her beautiful face and petite figure, Li Mo realized that no matter what, Lin Wanting was a weak woman who needed to be taken care of. That was why Li Mo's slightly awkward words of concern came out of his mouth. Li Mo's EQ was not low, and such words would not make him behave like this. However, when this person was Lin Wanting, Li Mo couldn't act at ease in front of her. 001 blinked her eyes and smiled at him. "I'm fine, thank you." 001's smile made Li Mo's eyes flash uncontrollably. It was not brilliant and gorgeous, but it was always so soft, but it seeped into Li Mo's heart. He turned his eyes away slightly, not looking at 001's face. "Well, don't you have anything to say about the accident in class?" Li Mo's voice was very steady, and there was no change in his expression, but his hands tightly grasped his trousers. Li Mo didn't want to escape anymore. He wanted to face it directly. Although he didn't mean it, Mo couldn't tolerate taking advantage of a girl like this. Mo's words made 001 slightly confused, and her eyes widened. Talk. Say what? 001 really didn't feel that there was anything to say, but Mo seemed to be very persistent. 001 suddenly realized that human beings needed to be praised. It turned out that Mo was waiting for her to praise him. Therefore, 001 said to Mo sweetly, "You did a good job. You're great. You're amazing." Because Mo's mind was thinking about those romantic things at this time, there was no doubt that 001's words made him think the wrong way. Mo. He couldn't calm down at all, and a wave of heat spread all over his body. A girl told a boy that he was great. This imperceptibly made the atmosphere between the two of them more ambiguous, until Mo's body reacted. Mo was completely stiff, and did not dare to look at 001 at all. Lady Li, who had been paying attention to her son, naturally would not miss this small detail. She put on an attitude and waited for Mo to answer her. Mo took a deep breath and said as calmly as possible, "There's nothing between me and her. It's not what you think." Mo really couldn't tell his mother what had happened between him and Lin Wanting. However, there was indeed nothing between the two of them now. At least in Mo's view, they didn't deliberately flirt. All of this smelled of a strange combination of factors. Mama Li didn't force Mo. She just looked at him deeply and said, "Son, it's good that you know in your heart. If there's anything you don't understand, you can ask me." Lady Li patted Mo on the shoulder and left. After all, she was also an experienced person and understood some of the thoughts of these young people. However, Lady Li's actions still knocked heavily on Mo's heart, knocking some things that he had always wanted to escape. 001 went to college with Error. She had a little taste of college life in Lin Wanting's memory, and she and Error were looking forward to it. Mo and 001 both went to college on the same day, just happened to be sent there by their parents, and both of them had an appointment. On the train, Mr. Lin and Mr. Li were talking, and Mrs. Lin and Mama Li were also chatting happily, leaving 001 and Mo looking at each other. Of course, 001 didn't feel this kind of embarrassment. She handed her snack bag to Mo in a friendly manner and said, "It's very delicious. Do you want some?" Mo didn't know why, but now that he was with Lin Wanting, he felt that something was wrong. He could only make himself ignore her as much as possible, but it was not good. 001 broke the silence. Mo shook his head and said, "No, thank you." 001 ate happily by herself. Of course, even so, her etiquette was still very good. Mo wouldn't take the initiative to talk to 001, so he picked up a book and read it. The two of them sat together and did their own things, which was very harmonious. 001 could not make a sound, but not only did Mo not feel annoyed, he couldn't help but raise the corner of his mouth. Mr. Lin and Mrs. Lin didn't notice the problem between Mo and Lin Wanting, but Lady Li was well aware of it. She didn't say that she was going to matchmake Mo and Lin Wanting. She wouldn't interfere too much in her own son's love affairs. Lady Li would just remind Mo so that he wouldn't make mistakes. She looked at Mo and Lin Wanting worriedly, and couldn't help but feel relieved. When they arrived at the university, the parents of the two families went to help them go through the formalities and so on. Lin Wanting was escorted to Susei by Mo and helped her carry her luggage. Lin Wanting and Mo were so handsome that they couldn't help but attract a few more glances along the way. What's more, Lin Wanting had a unique temperament, as if she was a lady from an ancient family. She gently pushed 001 to signal him, but she met 001's puzzled eyes. This caused Soon to be unable to help but sigh, and he didn't say anything further. Maybe she was wrong. She didn't want to sow discord between classmates as soon as she arrived. Mo didn't care about them either. After saying goodbye to them lightly, he left with Lin Wanting. Based on Lin Wanting's good relationship with others in the class, Mo didn't think he needed to worry about these roommates. However, when they stopped in front of the dormitory building, Mo couldn't help telling 001, "You can know a person's face but not his heart. If you don't know him well, don't trust him too much, even if he is your roommate." Mo paused. Since he had already said it, he didn't mind saying more, no matter what Lin Wanting thought of him. Moreover, because he is your roommate, maybe you need to be more careful. You should know clearly who you can make friends with and who you can't. 001 wrote down all of Li Mo's words. She nodded obediently to him. Every time 001 was obedient, it could make Li Mo's heart soften. But in fact, what she did every time made Li Mo feel a little hurt. 001 took out a small bag from her backpack and handed it to Li Mo. She looked at him and said sincerely, Li Mo, thank you for helping me a lot. This is a gift for you. Li Mo was a little stunned, but the joy and expectation in his heart couldn't be ignored. Li Mo clenched the thing in his hand and pursed his lips unconsciously. He looked at 001 and said, No, thank you. Li Mo turned around and left, but he unconsciously quickened his pace, seeming a little impatient. Li Mo went to the men's room. He took a deep breath and carefully opened the gift that 001 gave him. However, when he saw that thing, Li Mo's whole body stiffened, and a blush spread to his white face. After Li Mo came to his senses, his face turned blue and white, which was very ugly. Chapter 302. Li Mo grabbed Lin Wanting's hand tightly, his eyes glared at him fiercely. He looked like he was going to eat someone. To be honest, 001 was really frightened by Li Mo's ferocious look. Therefore, he had never been like this before. The handsome and cold young man seemed to have suddenly turned into a hungry wolf. Of course, 001 was not afraid. She was confident that even if Li Mo really turned into a wolf, she would not be eaten by him. Therefore, 001 was still very calm and said, Li Mo, let go of me quickly, something happened outside. 001 only calmly recounted this fact to Li Mo without any emotion. Li Mo was too angry with 001. His eyes were bloodshot. He couldn't help but sneer. Lin Wanting. You've successfully driven me crazy. You've won. Just when 001 felt baffled. After Li Mo said this, he fiercely sealed her mouth. Li Mo said that the long period of suppression and anger had created this passionate and fierce kiss. His skills were indeed lacking, but passion was enough to make up for it. He rashly crashed into 001's mouth. He curled his tongue around hers forcefully and made a loud sound of "th" as he kissed her. This sound stimulated the desire in Li Mo's heart even more. Desire made his body become hotter and hotter. The intention of venting at the beginning had changed. Li Mo became more and more addicted. He couldn't help but hug 001 tightly. He kept adjusting his posture and angle, so that it would be more convenient for him to kiss. 001's eyes widened in disbelief. She had long been stunned. This human behavior was attributed to reproduction by 001. This meant that Li Mo wanted to have children with her. 001. This time, she was finally shocked, and her and Eris' dull and thick nerves also realized that the script in their hands seemed to be wrong. Of course, what they were playing was a crush. The target of the mission wanted to have children with her, so how could it be considered a crush? Because of this, 001 was unable to move for a long time, allowing Li Mo to do whatever he wanted to her. Li Mo held 001's waist tightly with one hand and her neck with the other, pressing her against him. Li Mo's mouth wrapped around her pink lips, sucking and kissing them forcefully. His breathing became more and more rapid. After a long while, Li Mo reluctantly let go of 001 while panting. However, his lips couldn't help but linger on the corner of her lips, and he couldn't help but peck at it. Li Mo's eyes were still red from the passion from before, but he was suppressing it with all his might. Just like the surging desire in his body, it couldn't be quenched by a mere kiss. However, Li Mo only appeared to be flushed, and his breath was hot. He still retained his sobriety and sanity. When Li Mo saw that 001 still hadn't reacted, his eyes softened, and his heart was full of love. He couldn't help kissing 001's white and smooth face. I can show it to you slowly. Now, figure out the mission requirements. As soon as she arrived on Earth, Error automatically received the information. This should be set up by the Marshal. Many worlds on this planet have problems. We need to maintain and repair them. During this process, it will be the perfect time for you to experience the 7 emotions and 6 desires. 001. With the companion Error's brain, 001 could not understand it at all. Then, let's use the world we arrived in as an example. You will understand. Lin Wanting has had a crush on Li Mo since high school, the handsome young man in the white shirt sitting in front of her. His wise and clear eyes fell on the blackboard, listening attentively to the lesson. His cold and serious eyes solving problems. His slender white fingers on the desk holding an exercise book. All these made Lin Wanting deeply fascinated with him. Lin Wanting came from a family of scholars. Her mother worked in the Education Bureau, and her father was a calligrapher. She had a strong scholarly aura since she was a child. She was also gentle and reserved, and her appearance was graceful. How could a girl like her easily express her feelings, not to mention at such an important moment in high school? She could only silently watch the boy sitting in front of her every day, carefully guarding this happiness. However, this balance was soon broken by a transfer student, Sun Jiaoyang. She was a passionate and lively young lady from a rich family. Her appearance was also bright and moving. From the first day of the transfer, she fell in love with Li Mo. She confessed to him in front of the whole class, saying that she would definitely pursue him. At the time, Sun Jiaoyang's actions seemed extremely rebellious and bold. She was almost labeled as a bad student and bad girl. However, Sun Jiaoyang's father was the boss of the largest local group. Because Sun Jiaoyang lost her mother when she was a child, he spoiled her very much. He would not give her anything she wanted. He didn't care about such a small matter at all. He even praised his daughter for her personality and courage. Moreover, after Sun Jiaoyang transferred to this school, she became the biggest sponsor of this high school. The school could only turn a blind eye to Sun Jiaoyang's actions. From then on, Sun Jiaoyang became Li Mo's deskmate. She began to pester him every day and pursue him. At first, Li Mo did not react to Sun Jiaoyang's confession. This made Lin Wanting feel slightly at ease. However, at the same time, she envied and admired Sun Jiaoyang. He could be so bold and not care about what others thought of him. She could not do that. This made her heart sour. Moreover, as Sun Jiaoyang pursued Li Mo closely, Lin Wanting became even more nervous. This was because Li Mo had treated Sun Jiaoyang as nothing in the beginning. Later on, he no longer rejected her. He even accepted her and tolerated her. Li Mo looked at her silently for a while, then reached out to take it and slowly ate it. On the way back, 001 fell asleep. Li Mo felt that his shoulder was heavy. He turned his head and saw 001's sleeping face. It was really quiet and beautiful. Many thoughts flashed through Li Mo's mind in an instant, but the closest one was the apple that he ate with her body temperature. Li Mo took a deep look at 001. He turned his head and adjusted his body without a trace, so that she could sleep more comfortably. 001 did sleep well. When they arrived, she got up naturally and didn't notice that she had slept with Li Mo all the way. And Li Mo didn't mean to make it clear. He just gently rubbed his hands and shoulders without a trace. Until the beginning of the university, in the cram school, 001 repeated the previous life of staring at people. And Li Mo seemed to have learned to completely ignore her, but almost everyone knew that Lin Wanting liked Li Mo. On the eve of the beginning of the school, the cram school was closed. Lin Wanting's parents went out to buy things with 001. 001 was very curious about all this. She strolled slowly with Ms. Lin's parents. Who would have thought that they would bump into Li Mo here? 001 and Li Mo didn't exchange mobile phone numbers or contact information like QQ or WeChat. Even though 001 had already inquired about Li Mo's information, he still couldn't believe it. The girl who thought she could completely disappear from his life and let his life return to normal appeared in front of him again. Even Li Mo couldn't help believing in the so-called fate at this moment. The appearance of 001 reminded Li Mo again about the outing. He couldn't pretend that nothing had happened. Seeing Li Mo stop, Lady Li looked at him in confusion. After seeing 001, a smile appeared on her face. "Oh, it's that child. Go and say hello and thank him." Lady Li didn't say it clearly, but Li Mo and she both knew it. Li Mo pursed his lips. He had some indescribable hesitation in his heart, but finally, he walked towards 001 with his mother. 001 was also surprised to see Li Mo, but she greeted him warmly. "Are you also out to buy things?" 001 asked curiously. Li Mo silently nodded his head, causing Madame Li to raise her eyebrows as she watched from the side. She was talking to Lin Wanting's parents. Seeing this, she smiled and said, "Sorry, my son is not very good at talking." After all, Li Mo had resisted and suppressed himself before. Now that he had admitted it, he naturally didn't care. Li Mo and 001 sat together, snuggling intimately. His hand held 001's small hand. Under the cover of their sight, Li Mo couldn't help but gently play with the small hand in his palm. His lips couldn't help but curl up. There was a relaxed and happy smile on his face, which he had never had before. 001 tried to ignore the discomfort in her hand. Error had checked for her. This was the most basic intimacy between men and women on the earth. She shouldn't refuse it. 001 turned her head out of the car. At this time, they were competing to sit on the return bus. 001 looked at the scenery outside without any focus, while Li Mo held 001's hand intimately and looked at her with a smile. Xianghua sat behind Li Mo and 001. She secretly stared at 001 from time to time. She didn't know why she was like this. She completely ignored Li Mo. Xianghua thought it was because 001 was her enemy. Last time, she went for wool and came home shorn, which made her lose face. Therefore, she had to observe her carefully so that she could get back at her next time. Li Mo felt that his biggest gain from this trip to the hot spring was that he had a girlfriend. Li Mo had been holding 001's hand all the time. He didn't expect this kind of intimate emotion to appear in him. Until 001 was sent to the girls' dormitory, Li Mo was still a little reluctant. He kept holding 001's hand and didn't let go. "Remember to call me if you need anything. If you don't, remember to miss me." Li Mo's hand gently stroked 001's cheek and whispered to her one by one. It was really not Li Mo's character to be so sentimental, but he didn't feel it at all. Instead, he was very comfortable. However, it was never so easy to marry someone else's daughter. Therefore, Li Mo's father and Mama Li both encouraged and supported Li Mo. Father Lin and Mother Lin were not unreasonable people. It was indeed time for their daughter to fall in love. They were just worried that she didn't know how to protect herself and would be hurt. When Li Mo came to their door with a gift, they didn't embarrass him. "Uncle, Aunt, I'm Wan's boyfriend, Li Mo." Li Mo formally introduced himself to Father Lin and Mother Lin. His every move was elegant and polite. He naturally wanted to leave a good impression on his future father-in-law and mother-in-law. That's right, in Li Mo's heart, he firmly believed in 001. Father Lin and Mother Lin wouldn't believe a verbal promise. Now they didn't need to talk too much with each other. However, when they saw Li Mo's sincere attitude and sincere gaze, they could only observe him in secret, allowing them to observe him from all sides. Li Mo was well aware of this. He wanted to prove himself to Lin Wanting's parents with his own practical actions. Lin Wanting's parents allowed Li Mo to go upstairs to see her. At this time, 001 was in her bedroom. Li Mo gently opened the door, walked in quietly, and hugged her from behind. "You little heartless girl. Didn't you know to call me?" Li Mo's hands were tightly wrapped around 001's waist, but he couldn't help burying his face deep into her neck, rubbing it gently and taking a deep breath of her fragrance. You're tuning in to the Xiaofan's Wuxia Tales YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.